Hello, my friends. I hope that you're having a good week. I hope that you are safe. I hope you are healthy. I know that seems crazy to say. I hope you're having a good week, but seriously, this is it's a strange time, I know. And you might be hearing a cat in my lap. He's purring cuz it's getting attention. Um I hope that you're having I hope that you're having this moment with yourself where you chose to explore within, which was the last prompt, and discovered some things that were important to know about yourself and your experience right now. We're all having different experiences, but at the same time, I think we're all having this global pause where it's an opportunity to look deeper into how we usually spend our time and what we usually do with it and how we usually treat ourselves in the midst of our busy lives. I don't think that many of us are very kind to ourselves. And I feel like we could be so much better in that way. Um, so I hope that you explored that. And I hope that you are in a place right now where you have enough to eat, you have a comfortable place to be, that you are safe. I know that we're probably a lot of us worried about income. I know I'm worried about that to a degree, but there isn't anything I can do about a global pandemic shutting down half of my income. I can't do anything about that. So instead, I'm choosing to not think about it, but just helping people where I can, buying groceries for my parents so that they don't have to go out, helping a local farm with their managing the store so that we don't get too many people going in and out when they are doing a market day, or whatever I can do to volunteer a little and help out. I've helped out at the local SPCA, well, visiting animals and things, which they still have to stay open because they still have to care for the animals. So wherever you can help and just stay away from people so you're not getting sick, do that. So I happen to be have experience as an EMT in the past, so I know how to keep myself germ free when I go out, and I'm comfortable with that. So I'm willing to go out and keep myself safe. I know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, just stay home. But you can contribute to society in other ways. You can volunteer to, maybe send somebody money if you know they're struggling, or you could maybe send some food to a local pantry if you have extra, or the next time you go to the grocery store, buy a little extra so you can drop it there, and make sure that somebody else who doesn't have enough can get something to eat and feed their children. Or I don't know, you could buy the album of a musician that lived on gigs and now they don't have any money coming in because they aren't allowed to play out anymore right now. So if you know people who are having a hard time, you could always help them. You could gift somebody some toilet paper like someone did for me. My parents gave me a couple rolls of toilet paper a couple days ago, and man, that put my mind at ease because I was about to run out, and so now I've got toilet paper. I mean, these little things make a difference. You would be amazed at what a little tiny thing that might be easy for you would mean the world to someone else. So just be creative, be resourceful, and think about how could you maybe help somebody who might be in a worse position than you think you might be. You might think you're in a really bad position right now, but I bet you could think about it for a minute and realize that there's somebody who's far worse off than you. Someone who may be very sick, someone who may be struggling with no income. Maybe you have some income and they have zero income right now and they have no savings because they lived on the edge of poverty. You could help that person, even if it's just a little. I would suggest that we do everything we can to keep paying bills whenever possible and to keep economy running as much as we can while we're in this state, to keep money flowing so that the impact is lessened when we come out of this. So let's try not to be stingy. Let's try to be, I think, good about sharing and continuing to do what we can. And in that vein, I would say that something else that I feel is very important right now to consider is that we absolutely must realize that this is a time where I think many of us are waiting and hoping for someone to save us, for someone to give us money, for someone to, the government to figure out things for us and make it easier for us and help us, or for health professionals to tell us what to do. I would caution you to maybe not wait for that and not rely on that, but to say to yourself, what can I do right now for me? How can you be resourceful and take care of yourself and your family? How can you right now build something in your life that will help you when you come out of this to feel better, to be stronger, to be healthier, to be better off than you are right now? What can you do? If you have a phone in your hand, if you have internet, you have a resource in your life that you can use to learn something new, to research some things, to go look for more work, to find more money. There's a resource in your hand that you can take and do something with. So, if you have money and you can buy courses, or you can do some investing or something, by God, do it. Be resourceful. Take care of yourself. Don't wait for somebody to save you. This is the time where I feel we are all learning a lesson about nurturing trust in ourselves. And that is our prompt for this week. Nurture trust. Nurture trust in yourself. Listen to your own guidance system. Listen to yourself when you feel like you don't want to do something. Why, for God? I mean, seriously, why are you doing it? If you don't want to do it, and I know, I understand, I have been so guilty of doing things even when I didn't want to do them. That's what my whole life was about for the longest time. Boy, you don't have to do anything, though. Look at us. We're all staying home in the whole freaking world. The world is shut down right now. Global shutdown. But we're all still alive, aren't we? Imagine that. The world shut down and we're still here. We're going to get through this. Everything will be different, but we're going to get through it. And when it's different on the other side, how's it going to look? How is it going to look for you? How are you going to look at the end of this? And what are you doing to ensure that you are going to come out of this on the other side not wiped out, not fearful, not terrified, not in some disastrous state, but on the other side, you will be stronger and better, and you will be ready to take on whatever is waiting for you. There's something waiting for all of us on the other side of this, because I believe, like Jim Rohn likes to say, or used to say, prepare for winter. It's coming. Life comes in seasons. Winter is coming for all of us. We will all experience it. Prepare for it. Because inevitably after winter, it's always followed by spring, where you get to start fresh. You get to plant new things. And eventually after that will come summer, and then you will reap it in the fall and have a harvest. And that is how things work. It is not a mystery. This is how it works. We may be experiencing winter in this moment, but it's also a fertile moment where you pause, just the way winter pauses the planet, and it takes a breath, and all growth stops. And then spring comes, and everything thaws out, and things come back to life again, and the world breathes again. It will happen. This is where we're headed. So, take a deep breath and nurture trust in yourself. Trust yourself and see where it takes you. I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you find your purpose.